Hello guys, Detroit88 back with another episode of Let's Play OpenTTD. Now, last time we were working with this coal mine here, and I think I was going to work on reassigning a train, if I remember right, but I think I was going to try and even that out first, if I remember. We don't have the signal set up right there. That could be an issue. I thought I had it mostly done. And there we go. Now let's see here. We'll make it until you're no difference. And then we'll equalize most of it out. Gonna need a little bit more money for that. That should be good enough. And yes, I do realize the train there has an invalid order. So now we just need to go ahead and add in these guys here. And then there we go. So now that should be a little bit quicker to go. And you are right here. Okay. So you're going to refit for coal. We're going to delete all your orders. And you're going to go down here. And then you're going to go up to here. So we'll go have you fully load. And yeah, that's all we need. So there we go. That train's going to get going. Now the thing around here is we don't have a lot of transport from that guy, but the really nice part is we have all these right here. So if we want to do farm transport, we have all of that right here. We also have oil and gold, and then just on the other side of the tracks here we do have another coal station and another forest. Now one thing I think we'll do with this, just before we start running into any issues, is we're going to expand it. And the way we can do that okay, let's do that. So now we need to just bring this up here and up here, and we should be able to run like that. And then we can run everything from behind here. And the only reason I'm thinking for this is because we're going to add probably a lot more coal onto here. And then we also have the forest that we have to worry about too. Alright, so you're our entry point. So we're going to divide you off there. I want to make sure to give them plenty of space here for anything road vehicle related. Why does that require so much money? Because it's on farmland. That's why. And there we go. Seems like enough. We'll run that into here. Oh, that's right, there's a signal there. So we get rid of that. And that should be a little bit better there. Now that isn't the best way to set this up, but we're just sort of throwing this together real quick. Nope, that way. There we go. And this is sort of a funny layout here, but it should work. So if we go ahead and plow those signs and these signs, should soon be able to just add in a couple more signals like there, here, and here. And that will be how we set that up. So that'll work for a little bit. And I think the other thing we're going to do is I think I only have one train running logs right now. That's what it looks like, at least to me. So we're going to try and add another one of those trains on. So we need to speed everything up, because I know the train's a lot more than that. Yeah, because the engine alone is about 166,000. So we'll just let it run for a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So that should be enough, hopefully. And I still can't clone you. There we go, now we can clone you. And the reason I'm doing that is because right now our transport here is a lot of wood, because we have almost a full train waiting. And the other thing we should probably do too. Alright, so we got that transported. We're going to start paying off the loan as best we can, just because that way we can start increasing company value again, because that's sort of what I'm looking for. Because right now we're just above 2 million, so I assume at one point we probably dipped quite a bit below that. So we're just going to have this keep going. And there is a new diesel train that we can use, so that should help us out a lot. And they're going to complain about that. And the only reason I sort of want to get this paid off is just so we don't keep accruing all those interest charges, because it's almost $20,000 a year. Well, if we let it go for a year, it would be $20,000. And we sort of plateaued there a little bit too, but that's okay. Company value is sort of dependent upon how much we transport. And we don't have anyone waiting now, so that's good. And we should get a train here eventually. There we go. Alright, now we got all the debt paid off. And the other thing I think we should do is probably add another train for the coal, because right now I think we'll have to check how much are you making in a run. We should probably even that out too at some point. Because that train seems to be going a little slow just because it doesn't have a lot of horsepower. And we're going to see how well you do. Alright, and there we go. So 107,000. So I'm going to have you go to a station. And we're going to use that newer freight train we have for the long distance one, which is going to be, now if we look at the vehicles, we have this newer guy here. Doesn't quite have a good reliability, but it's got a lot of horsepower, so it's going to be good for longer trains for transporting. So we're going to choose that guy there. And we're going to sell the other two engines. And you're going to copy their orders, in which case then we can sell that guy. And that should add a couple more onto there. We're going to make sure you're set to coal, and we're going to clone you. So now we got 8 trains going. Alright, there we go. So we should notice those guys making a lot of money here soon. And you can sort of see when it comes to a hill, these guys do a little bit better, because they do slow down, but they don't really go below like 30 much, and then they speed up pretty quickly. That's because of the added horsepower, so that's going to help us a lot. Now the other thing too is, since both of these guys, I believe it's about 270. Yeah, it's 270 tons of coal they can transport in one train load. So it wouldn't be a bad idea they're not making too much coal there. Wouldn't be a bad idea to run this station over there. Now the cost of this guy here. Alright, so we need $216,000. There we go. Now it's just sort of needing to set this up. And this will also allow us to transport in, we can also transport logs or transfer them to the station. So that should make our life a little bit easier if we ever get to wanting to transport logs. Okay, we can't build there because there's farmland. Here we go. We're gonna need a bridge over this. And we'll extend you like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5 because why not? Now all we should need is a depot. And we're going to put this on the other side. And that's the one we want. So we don't quite have enough money for that. So we're going to go ahead and speed up our income there. We've spent pretty much everything we made back, but every train load makes us quite a bit of money. Alright, and okay, there we go. And you're going to go from here all the way over to here. Fully load, and then we're going to have you transfer. I need quite a few of you. So we're going to let that run. Because I think we need about 6 or 7 of these. Now if we tell all of you to go, there should be a lot of coal waiting there. We still need more vehicles, but that's okay. Alright. And vehicles are almost $40,000. I just sort of realized that. So they're being quite expensive right now. But we do have to think that inflation does have a little part in that. And do we still have coal waiting over here? We don't have too much. Okay. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to add one more vehicle on there, just to allow growth of this industry. At which point then we can add more trains in. Because do I have a coal train on the way back? No, he's still transporting. So we should probably add on a couple more of those. We need about $350,000 before we can add on another one of those. Auto renew failed, that's okay. Now if we look at how much you make in a transport, it should be quite a bit. And it's $145,000, so that is not bad at all. Alright, you clone you. And we almost have 10 trains now, so that should help us a lot. Now if we look at company value, it has been going up again, which is good. That's sort of what we want to happen. We have a lot of coal waiting here. So we're probably going to need to add more than just one train. Because you're going to stop and you're going to pick up a full load. So we'll add another coal train onto here. And we'll just keep that transporting. Looks like that's going to be our major backbone right now, is coal transport. Because we still have coal waiting there too. Alright, so let's see. And trains are already making a lot, quite a bit over $1 million a year. So we got a decent setup here, it looks like. And you have lots of coal waiting still. So we need to clone vehicles. Need to add a couple more onto it. In which case we probably need another coal train. Although we do have one coming right now. And we only had one vehicle with negative profit last year, so that helps. So let's go ahead and clone you one more time, just so we have enough vehicles, or just enough trains to get everything going. Because you already got almost a full load of coal waiting again too. And we may need even more trains. But we're making enough money right now that it's not really too much of a concern. Alright, there we go. And that train is already done too. Do we have a coal train on the way back? We do. So I think we have 5 or 6 of those trains right now. Now the other thing too is we want to take all the trains with the steam engine, and we want to start replacing the steam engines with the diesel engines. Yeah, because you're a slower diesel. And you've gone up quite a bit in price too. Alright, we don't really need to replace cars at all. So we'll start replacing. So we got about 7 of those to deal with. And now let's just sort of see what else we can expand upon. We could add more transport for logs. That doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. We could also start transporting into like some type of oil area, like over here, because we could run this across here. Does that really give us any advantage right now? We could run into here. That would be one idea. But right now we are making a little over, we're probably somewhere in the 2 million mark per year. Getting close at least. But as you can tell, we're spending tons of money on vehicles. But company value, that's not the one I was looking for. Company value should be, it's going way up because we have that coal transport right now. So let's go ahead and add in, we'll add in a couple more stations here. And we'll add in some more, we'll add in some timber transport over to that station. Because you're making roughly about 35. It's not a lot, but it's enough to be noticeable. And we'll go fully load, and then I want you to transfer. We'll make 5 of them. We'll tell them to go. Yeah, because they're getting coal to back up a bit again, too. But we got a lot of trucks for coal. I'm not quite sure what that other message was there. Okay, no auto renew because we didn't have tons of money. And okay, there we go. So now they're waiting on coal over here. So we sort of caught up with coal. But we should be, yeah, sort of set up now to where there's always a coal train at the station. which does help if production gets increased on either of those. I think production went down over here, so I think that was our issue. And there's a newer bus available, so I think we'll wait a couple years to upgrade to that. And we made $2 million with trains last year. That's sort of surprising. We could almost sell a coal train off, is what we're almost to that point. And we do have lots of coal waiting. So there we go. And we should have quite a few logs waiting, because they're not transporting a ton of logs from that other farm, but it's enough to be noticeable, and it should go up soon. But that'll be the end of the episode here. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any ideas, any comments, anything that you want to post below, go ahead and leave those. I do like you guys leaving comments, because it does give me feedback, and it actually shows that I'm making videos and people are actually responding to them. So I thank you guys for all the comments. Please like the videos if you do like them, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.